DJ Shorty Smooth playing in the background over at TuneIn.com. This is Tracy Miller of On the Path to Understanding and author of Sensual Woman and Depression, A Theory of Necessity. I've joined you today to talk to you about whatever comes across my mind, which is usually what I do anyway. From those of you who know me, you know this to be a fact. Today, because it's such a beautiful, sunny, cold day, the coffee's hot and sweet, and I'm feeling so energetic. After these past few days of rain, it's been housebound for that time, and it's just like, yay, the sun is shining. You know how we kids do. But at any rate, I want to talk to you about On the Path to Understanding newsletter. The newsletter was a conception of 2012, as a matter of fact. I had previously done everything pretty much by myself, and the motto of my website is, over at On the Path to Understanding is, each should share the knowledge and make the path easier for others. And here I was, beating my head to death, trying to get all this information out of myself on the paper and available. And of course, I've got one of those lives that say, okay, you got it now? Good. We got to take and throw you over in this direction. And just when you think you got your roots sunk in there, I'm off in the other direction. So pretty much so, that's what's been going on for the past 12 years, would you believe? Trying to put this together. Well, in 2012, I woke up one morning and said, whoa, they got all these people out there that have knowledge that I don't even have yet. Have an understanding of that knowledge and the capability of sharing it with others. So I had been reading different writings of some of the people on Facebook, and I'm like, wow, yeah, this person, they got a lot to say, and that's important stuff for all of us. And so I, contacted several of those people, and I said, hey, would you like to write a column in a newsletter? And they, of course, agreed. And so pretty much so, this was the inception of On the Path to Understanding newsletter. The newsletter has Donnie Short with his For Men's Only column, Norma Jinx Larry Crawford with her Miss Jinxie column, Shining on You, also known as A.C. Phillips, and Dr. Garlic. So we have quite an eclectic point of view from all these individuals, and their point of views are their own and not edited by me in any way. I don't control their writing at all. I just give it to the person that has to do it and let them stick it in there just the way it is. And so you will be seeing their pure viewpoint regardless of what the platform for On the Path to Understanding is at any given point in time, simply because it is about sharing the knowledge, and that knowledge comes in all shapes and forms. I might not get what you have to say, but I might get what the other person has to say, and vice versa. So when we use such a diverse platform of perception to share our knowledge, it means that more people will have the opportunity to learn from each and every one of us, even if it's only one word, one sentence. The important thing is getting the knowledge out there, the knowledge for personal growth and understanding of self and others, because ultimately that's what life is all about. We always want to externalize everything. He made me, she made me, whatever. And always externalizing our problems, our situations, our circumstances, and not realizing the innate power that we each have. The fact that we all have our own unique missions, which is why we're all unique individuals, and that our differences is what makes us so powerful. It's like having a piece of a machining that does something stupendous, and you only have this one little piece. Well, you'll never know what that potential or capability of that machine is until you have all the parts to it working in harmony, in unison, in the way they were designed to function. And pretty much that's the way human beings are. We tend to be quite egotistical, and our way is the only way. And even when we tell ourselves that we're there for other people, ultimately we're getting something out of it for ourselves, which is why we're doing it. If there was no reward, we wouldn't do it. And sometimes the reward is quite altruistic, nothing other than I am so happy because I'm helping, sharing with these other people. And here the reward is happiness, our personal happiness. It gives us joy to do this sharing. And I'm sure that all of you can identify with that process. We do for our children, and we try to teach them how to be happy within themselves so that they can reach out in life and acquire the things they need to continue that process of happiness. Unfortunately, what often happens is that we lose track of who we are, where we are, and our innate power as we collect more and more and more and more of life's baggage. In this case, the baggage is not so much that we're reaching out and consciously taking it upon ourselves, but that because we're rubbing against it all the time, that a little bit sticks to us here, a little bit sticks to us there, until we're a lot different than what our original self was, our authentic self, as what became a popular term recently. And so by the time we're fully adults in our 30s, 40s, 50s, or like myself in your 60s, then you're saying, well, what happened to me? I remember I used to be this kind of person. I used to remember I used to take so much pleasure in living in life and everything that there is to enjoy. What happened? Now I'm sitting around worrying about bills, worrying about the kids not being the way I raised them to be, on and on and on. My husband, spouse, lover, mate is acting in ways that are not loving, and you just take all of this energy and you manifest it in your unhappiness. So this is one of the things that On the Path to Understanding.com and the newsletter are about. It's about learning or relearning, reawakening the truths in our own lives so that we once again become aware of who we really are and lean in that direction, as opposed to being this manufactured person, a person manufactured by our life experiences. And life experiences are absolutely necessary, good, bad, or indifferent. The thing of it is, we have to take the lessons from those situations and then let go of the pain and suffering. Sometimes we even have to let go of the joy of those situations, because if we hang on to the joy of what we think was the joy, the remembrance of the joy, a lot of times we'll put all our efforts into chasing it down, trying to get that same feeling again. Happiness is the other kind of high situation. And so pretty much so, when this happens, this proves ultimately that positive things as well as negative things can take us off of our centers. Personally, what I do each morning and each night, other than say my prayers, is I remind myself that I am grounded within this universe, on this earth, channeling the energy of the universe, setting all the negative energy in the ground like an electric current. Electricity goes to ground, the negative goes to ground, the positive goes to do its job. In reality, they're working in harmony and happening at the same time, and they're being conducted together in harmony, at equilibrium. However, as human beings, we want to say, oh, no,